Owen's talking to Holmes, and he says they were wondering if we could send some people to check out a town. It's not especially close by, but we've got train, and Freddie never returned the horses and stuff that we had, but we've got some horses left in Bakersfield that you could take to get to Johnstown. It shouldn't be too long of a ride.
Johnstown, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, where again are we?
Embassy, the Australian embassy.
Yep. There's something going on in Johnstown, and pretty much the Crown is being hard pressed because currently they're escalating the possible military versus the King of Westmead because of Westmead's actions against Genovia. And even though we're kind of a colony here, we are still Genovian. It shows like a couple of guards waving small flags. Yeah, Genovia. And so, right. And so we're, oh, you've got Kinley with you. Right. Just loose him upon the town. And that should be okay.
All right. So what is it about Johnstown that needs looking into?
I don't have. They didn't have any details. The one of the men said it in passing that need looking into or something, and I thought maybe we could preemptively get it.
Okay, all right.
There's. Let me see here. Let me check his briefing thing because he's used to just not briefing anybody. But for you, he has no briefing papers. He's looking very sorry that he doesn't have them, and maybe he'll change in the future.
Now, being that we are, even though we're a colony, we're still part of the monarchy.
Yes.
So, do they have sheriffs in regards to the old style term for sheriff as opposed to the Wild West style term for the sheriff?
What is the old style term of sheriff there, Pete?
As in, like Sheriff of Nottingham, as opposed to, as in someone appointed by the king.
Oh, I see.
By the crown, as opposed to a locally elected official. Yeah,
they don't like local elections and monarchies. It may give people the wrong idea.
Yeah. So are the police, be it like the sheriff who looks after the area, appointed as opposed to elected?
Yes. But something up. Oh, part of the reason that this came to light is that there was some this Johnstown has become like a tourist place because they made it look like people expected a small town place to look, right? And plus it's in beautiful countryside and stuff like that. So the rich people were starting to come from this town, go up to there to go, oh, we're relaxing. You know how rich people are always escaping the cities for a while?
Okay, so it's supposed to be like a little resort town, is it?
Yes, exactly. And apparently what happened is some of the wildlife went nuts and started attacking people. And crows started to attack people. So that's how it came to light that something's up there. I suspect there could be more to it than just a few angry crows, because a few angry shotguns could get rid of a few angry crows.
That's right.
Hold on, I am Lord of the Crows. How did I not hear of this?
You're hearing of it now, he says quickly.
Damn it.
So when did you become Lord of the Crows?
Oh, just in passing many moons ago. So
Okay.
I thought you were Lord of the Dance.
I've got many titles. I keep track of them. Would you like to hear them all?
No. No, thank you. Yeah,
Is it just crows, or is there other wildlife attacking people?
I only heard about the crows. So if there's anything else, I do not know about it,
Okay.
he says.
And so to get to Johnstown, we get the train to Bakersfield, and then there's either we can get a carriage. I'm assuming if it's a resort town, there might be carriages, or besides that, running between Bakersfield and Johnstown.
Probably not right now because of the problems, but we definitely have horses available there.
Okay.
Not many because Freddie, I've heard that he never returned the horses, and from the way they were riding, the stable master there, who's one of our people, told me that he thought that the horses would probably be lamed or dead.
Yeah, and after what happened at Stillwater, they potentially were turned into piles of goo.
I'll make a note that when we get more money,
over
to
by
send it.
lava or rocks from the earthquake.
Lava.
Well, there was a volcano.
Should I blame Freddie for all this mischief?
Or Mildred.
Fine.
I mean, she did shoot the large crystal.
I see.
It may or may not have nothing to do with them activating the self-destruct sequence.
He just sighs. All right. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. The Johnstown. Okay.
Yes,
Is it off peak or on peak at the moment?
Off. Because of the wilderness attacks and stuff, people have stopped going right now. But just so you know, I've been trying to seed our people a little bit more widely, but it's very rough because since news travels faster in the coastal cities, obviously, they're becoming more. They're becoming less elf hateful as opposed to people who live inland who are more, let's kill all the elves.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, unless you'd rather just ride all the way there, but the train is faster. It leaves in about an hour.
Okay.
What's the it's ×3 in this zone, isn't it, for magic?
Yes.
Or has that changed?
No. As far as I know, it's still ×3. It's something we should look into one day, considering the various elemental magics did exist or still do exist here.
Yeah.
So, and it used to be a lot easier to cast magic here, but the disruption of the elves seemed to have had an effect on this, and the introduction of more and more technology.
I'm going to try and phase the shit out of myself.
Owen's like, do you need me for anything else? He's watching out.
Not as far as I'm aware, thank you.
All right. I'll have somebody pick up some train tickets for you and your men.
Thank you.
Is everyone capable of phasing themselves, or would anyone like me to?
Not anymore. Lost the ability.
Capable of what?
Phasing. It's a thing that if you get it's basically equivalent to an opponent's files. You can use it once in combat and allows you to phase so the attack mixes.
You need to say before you hear the damage though that you're phasing.
Yes, yeah. It's before damage in this
right.
instance, yes.
You both have phases, remember.
Thank you.
Blah, blah. The party anti-paladin wins again.
Oh, do either of you know how to shapeshift?
No.
Yeah.
Quick side note on the shapeshifting.
Yes, you learned. Yes. Yes.
I've got to figure out. I want to sit down with you sometime when we're not gaming and go through the shapeshifting thing since you're currently the leading master on it, because I find it annoying to have to go, I'm working on this or that, because I'm trying what I was trying to do is have it be like there's like a limit to how many different shapes, and so something like one per shape per game session, or I don't know. I'd like to sit down and talk to you about it.
Yep.
Preferably not.
Yeah, at the moment, the way it's worded is you've got to practice it, and then once you practice it, then you can use that particular shape.
Yeah, let's sit down sometime when we can actually talk.
Yeah.
You know my schedule. I don't know yours, so I'll let you set that up if that's okay. So go ahead with what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, it's one of the high abilities like trumping and shadow walking, etc. Pattern, but it's I assume it's linked with the log rest, but yes, shape shifting.
Yeah, I have not got to do any of that yet.
Okay, well, when we get a moment, I can try and teach you how to do it.
Oh, excellent.
Well, since you've got an hour till your train, if you want to try to teach each of them, and then you can hurry off to catch your train, the carriage will be waiting.
Colburn already knows how to shapeshift.
Ooh!
Mm-hmm.
Colburn, go.
Yes.
I was going to say the other thing is there any particular gear if you want before we head off to the train, like weapons, etc.
I'm fully.
Oh, actually, I don't think we have enough time, unfortunately, Colburn, to go and see if your new axe is ready.
Dun dun dun.
New axe.
That was the funniest and most tragic thing ever. It's like Tim got this new axe and it's all boss looking. He's like, ah, and then it fucking disintegrated the first creature he hit with. He's like, ah.
Yes.
But yeah, fortunately, pre-ordered another one. So yeah, you don't have enough time to get that from here. Although if somewhere else you actually. No, you don't want to do it. Once you get into town, if you deem you've got enough time, you could possibly try to get time.
Yeah, if we've got a few hours, once we're in town, we can potentially do it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I would recommend, if I was Colburn, I'd be like, give me 8. I'll just keep it at the embassy.
Well, that's why I had several cookeries at the embassy for that very reason. I've already broken one of them, and I need to get more. All right, so you guys don't need weapons. You don't need any. You're presumably right for clothing.
You guys are wearing, unless you want to wear something different, standard I'm a cowboy type clothing or adventuring clothing with the reinforced leather elbows and knees.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got my trumpet case.
Beautiful.
Is there anything in it?
There's an axe.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if you were just carrying an empty one with like the handle so that you could like mourn its passing or something.
Nope. Just a regular axe.
All right.
Your Halligan tool would probably fit in there as well if you wanted to put that in.
A what?
The Halligan?
Oh, sure.
By the way, Amazon has been spying on me and is now sending me, you should buy these Halligan tools. And I'm like, fuck you, email.
Oh, and Alex, I think we've already got a new one, Colburn. We've got some special cases for holding your trump cards that are basically carbon fiber waterproof. So they're very, very, very tough.
Cool.
So I'll grab you one of those.
Excellent.
And make a note that you've got one.
Back in, and he says, by the way, this isn't a huge rush thing. I just thought of this. If you guys want time to research anything in town, I could get you tickets for the train tomorrow, or if you'd rather get out there sooner, it's up to you. I don't know what's happening out there, so I don't know how time critical it is. What do you want to do, Dad? He says.
So you guys happy to head off now, or do you want to wait around for a bit and do stuff before we head out?
Yeah.
If there's a problem, you have to assume it's worst case scenario, so sooner is always better.
Yep. All right. We shall go now.
Right. No problem. Your carriage awaits in a very literal fashion.
Carriage?
Yeah. You guys go out, and the embassy coach is waiting. It's capable of taking 4 people or 3 people in their gear, or 4 people in more gear on top. It's got a driver sitting on top. It's like one of the human refugees from MMO World. And he's like tipping his hat. He's like, "Hello, sir."
I'll need a horse.
We're getting a carriage to the train station.
No.
Not that far.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, and then we will have horses at the other end.
Mhm. No problem. You guys get the carriage to the train station, and Elwyn has, of course, booked you the first class tickets and stuff. The embassy may be low on money right now, but that doesn't mean that standards have to fall. You guys are in the carriage. There's a carriage butler whose job it is to make sure that you are comfortable with all of your needs. Very soon, he finds out just how much Alex Kinley can drink and begins to despair of, because they have like small selections of fine wines and brandies and shit, and he's going through them in rather accelerated rate. Go ahead and give me your alcohol drug tolerance. I know you want to check in that, and it
Sure.
should be easy.
Yeah, if I failed this, it'd be like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, you fail. No, Colburn gets a little tipsy and starts giggling and shit.
What the hell? Oh, Colburn. Right. I was going to say.
Yeah, I was
Alex
just saying,
failed.
10?
Standards have fallen.
God damn it.
No problem. It shows Colburn. He's got like he's had a couple shots worth, and he's like, and
So how long-
over there, he's got two bottles like they're cocks. And he's just going.
So how long was the train journey to Bakersfield?
I believe. Let's see. The train goes LA to Bakersfield. Don't make me figure this out. Give me a second here.
Just roughly, like half a day, 2 days.
I don't know.
He looks it up. 13 years. Huh?
Yay. Let's see.
Depending on how long it is, depends
probably
on if you're going to
like-
drink or not.
It's probably half a day, I believe.
All right, I'll have a couple of drinks.
Maybe a day. I don't know. Yeah. It's not.
It was only a couple of hours, and I wasn't going to worry about drinking. But
No problem.
yay.
Yeah. Everybody's
Tap,
doing
didn't mean
great.
to double tap.
Okay. You guys help Colburn off of the stage. He's looking a bit unsteady, but he's okay. He's like, you're my friend, and you drank everything else. So no worries. You guys clamber off the stage and take him over to drunken horseback riding time. Now, if you wanted, you could instead stay here. I mean, it'd be a little longer stay here. You know, it'd be like, I don't know, 14 hours total here. So 8 hours plus 6 hours sitting around, or you could get on horses and start riding out there.
Introduce yourself to your horse.
Okay, one sec.
Hello, whore.
Or, where's the horse?
Yay.
Oh, you said horse.
That horse is angry. I move the fuck away. You're a bad horse. I don't want that one.
We
That's
need
my daughter.
we need a new horse. Start.
Right. The guy's like, we've got four total horses, sir, because of the great evil one known as Freddy. We used to have 7 horses, but somebody named Freddy took 3 of them. So now we have 4 horses left.
Damn, Freddy.
Exactly.
Back.
Excellent. There are 4 total horses. Would you like to try to make friends with one of these other horses, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Where's
The
my
drunken man goes up and goes, "Are you my friend?" And
Horsey.
next horse does not like him. How about this horse over here? He says, guiding you over.
You. Come here, you. Huggy time. Don't kill me.
Horse
No,
doesn't
you're a
like-
bad horse, too.
This horse is a very friendly horse. It's very gentle.
There are 3 left, correct?
my animal empathy horse.
You know that
Good horsey.
the horses are annoyed. Yeah, he has animal empathy. You know that the horses are annoyed by the firemen.
I'm like calmers.
All right.
Get oats.
How many horses are left?
One.
One.
Just one. All right, I look at the one on the left. All right, horsey. I know you're good. You're going to be good. I know you're a good
I've
one.
set him up for you.
You're a good one.
Calmed him down.
I know you're a good one.
Everybody except Tim, roll your animal handling training. This is for the ride out there and also to be really slick and saddle your own horse.
Right out there. I thought you had to have animal riding.
Oh, and riding's a whole different deal. This is like including saddling your horse, making friends with your horse. McKay's horse, the guy says, why don't you let me handle that, says the groomsman.
Thank you.
I got a good horsey, McKay.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad you have got a good horsey.
Those other ones suck.
How's Kinley's animal handling doing?
Trying to
He
find
looks
it.
around wildly.
I'm not sure if I've actually got animal handling horse.
He just walks up.
He knows how they feel. He's a fucking horse therapist.
He does. Pretty much. He can't saddle it, but he's like, this horse is sad. Possibly
Someone
because
else
I
saddle it.
put the wrong.
I'll just roll it. I've got animal entity, but no. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. No problem. You saddle up the horse. All three of you get on your horses and stuff, and give me ride rolls as you ride down the road.
You're a good horse. You're gonna do stuff that's good.
McKay gets horrible things happen to McKay. Coburn's just clutching onto his horse.
What are you doing? Not that way.
Coburn's horse seems to go somewhere else. McKay, roll a d6 damage as you literally fling yourself off of the horse, which looks confused about this.
Ow.
You take 1 stun point of damage as you land on the road, and Kinley just kind of reins around. He's like doing the "I'm steering with my knees" thing as he like turns back to look at you guys like.
Okay, so I continue.
You're going off the road, and the horse is just galloping over the plains, and you're like,
You must know the way.
all right, Kinley. Right. What are you going to do? You're the only one who's in any kind of control of your horse. One of the horses is galloping off, maybe startled by McKay falling off.
I try and get the.
I get it. Those other horses are dicks, aren't they?
I pursue the.
Give me a ride roll for some fancy riding and like doing the reaching down and grabbing the reins as they're just hanging there, and the other guy's just sitting on his horse telling yeah, you make it look like stuntmen in the movies do as you bring back the horse and stuff. And McKay's horse is just standing there looking at him. Give me a horse empathy roll. How's that horse empathy doing? Matt, make your computer use roll to roll a horse empathy roll.
Oh, me again? Why? I thought.
Yeah, horse empathy. Focus.
I'm trying to put skills in.
It's too late for that.
Yeah, I got it.
His horse is looking at him like, "Are you retarded?" and kind of has his head kind of cocked a little bit as he's looking at McKay, who's sitting on the road. McKay's horse looks totally confused, like, "We were doing fine, and then you said I'm getting off here. What's up?" That's
he's baffled, McKay. You need to get on this.
All right. I shall carefully approach the horse and
the horse just stands there and watches you warily, like it's not sure what you're doing.
and attempt to get back into the saddle.
No problem.
Gonna get you.
Right.
Get you.
You climb up on the saddle. Let's so now you've got the easy way or the hard way there, Kinley. You could either grab both of their reins and just tell them to clutch their asses on the horses because it's obvious neither of them know how to ride or control their mount, and then you're basically going to be a tow barge to take them on. Or you could say, walk your fucking horses.
Yeah, I try and help tow the horses.
Right. Both of you guys give me a ride roll plus 20. You literally just have to stay in the saddle as he is towing you like a fucking barge to the adventure.
Yay.
Oh,
Right. You really don't know what's happening there. Let's see what happens to Colburn. All right.
you seriously need to handle your liquor better.
Right. For some reason, he is now facing backward on the horse. You're not sure how this happened or why. Holy shit, Colburn, your horse's head has fucking gone into a crack on the back. All that's left is just some fucking stringy shit.
I'd leave him like that. I just tow him backwards.
All right, no problem. And it is thus that you guys arrive at nightfall. Two of you are super saddle sore. Kinley's like, it's been a while since I've gotten a ride. My God, I'm feeling better about this. And the other two are like, oh, my fucking legs. I can barely walk. And Colburn's like, my horse is dead. And so you guys arrive like that into town. It's not a super far day's ride. It's like a short day's ride off of the train thing. Your guess is that this place probably pretty recently kind of became more of a touristy place since they finally completed that fucking train. So anyway, you guys arrive in the town. Let the good times roll, you think. Let me see if I have any kind of pictures for you here. Oh, yeah, I got fucking pictures and shit.
Well, we're dealing with crows. Right. Should I go with, hey, Kinley, should I go with the clown mask or the black demon mask?
Black demon mask.
Black demon mask it is.
Mm-hmm.
I put on my black demon mask.
All right.
I'm not kidding you here. I actually took, at the beginning of the character creation, animal handling and training crow. I'm not fucking kidding you. That's why I said, when you said it, I was like, oh my God, I might actually be able to.
Why the fuck would you take animal handling crow?
Crow's a cool bird. It's intelligent. I think when I first initially made this character, I wanted one that was like a familiar. But
So,
I
Logan,
forgot about it.
less than 2 weeks ago, I almost fucking helped a crow and began trying to train a crow myself.
Okay.
I don't think you know about the Crow Master. What's the name of that place? Do you know the name of the place, Matt? It's got the Crow Master.
Crow Master?
Yeah, there's like a fucking old castle somewhere over in England that has a guy who's.
Oh yeah, I do. If all the
you're
crows
talking about-
leave, the royals die or something.
You're
No,
talking about
they're
the
ravens, aren't they?
Ravens,
The
yeah.
Raven. Yeah, the Raven guy.
Yeah,
You're talking
Tower
about
of
the
London.
Tower of London.
Tower of London
The,
with the
the
ravens.
beef eaters, they
Yeah.
kind of keep an eye on the crows.
Yeah.
Ravens, crows.
Okay, Johnstown. Main Street of Johnstown looks exactly like a town ought to. Squat, square brick buildings with old style homes surrounded everywhere by towering trees of maple, elm, pine. Exactly the kind of scene you'd expect to see on a penny postcard, if not for the fact that every tree limb, rooftop, lamppost, etc. is covered with crows. Even more disturbing is how still and quiet the birds are. This is not natural, according to your crow whisperer.
I'll be keeping an eye out for a fat guy, the profile of a fat guy.
Okay. Despite the fact you can see hundreds, if not thousands of them, the crows stare at the goings-on in Johnstown with unearthly calm. And as you can see on the map, there are plenty of different places you can go if you feel like it.
The pub.
Hmm.
The D, public house. That's the best place to get information and alcohol.
Well, we need to
said that?
find somewhere to. We need to get lodging.
He seems to be ignoring that because he is in control of your horse because you have no horse.
The public house mostly will have rooms.
Takes you over there.
Or the boarding house, maybe.
Yeah. No, we can try the public house first. Otherwise, the boarding house is like 2 houses up.
Oh, yeah,
from
it's
it,
not far.
on the other
It's-
side of the road. So
You can crawl there.
By the way, everybody, this is unusual also. Everybody you've seen so far in town seems to have a lemur head.
Oh, they're all lemurs.
Yes, this is very unusual. Usually it's like a big mix of different. Right, restaurant and pub. It looks like pretty much every other restaurant and pub around. Nothing really special about it. You guys head in, there's tables, chairs. The food's here.
Food. There's tables, there's chairs, there's food.
well, go and do your food.
Yes.
All right. I suppose.
Thank you very much.
Did he just say hi, honey?
Maybe. Hopefully not.
Decent slogan.
All right.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, and we're not very far from the ocean. We're like an hour away from a lot of the... hour or two away from a lot of the bigger ocean, like Virginia Beach and some of that stuff. I got a couple friends that come visit us every once in a while from Chicago to do sightseeing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's mine. That's the special sauce.
Okay.
Oh, you know what yours is underneath? That's in the other column. I think I can see underneath the burger. But I buy it. Nice one. Sweet.
No instructions. All right, well, seems pretty simple enough anyhow.
Yes. No, you want it. You leave the hash down. Ah.
Bye. In my defense, I did bug him about food earlier. Oh, you forgot to close the door. I get it. All right. Crows and shit. Am I able to hear anybody?
I don't know.
Cool. What do you guys do?
I believe we're getting dragged to the public house, which we have just entered.
Okay, no problem. Lots of tables and chairs. People eating, drinking. Not a lot of them here. It looks like this place is really nice, a bit kitschy, set up for a lot more people than you guys.
Okay.
They look a little surprised to see you, but quickly come over. What would you like to drink, gentlemen? And they look at the lumberjack. Tea? He's like,
Water.
They bring you something odd and brown.
Do you have
Whiskey.
do you have accommodation here?
Hmm.
Or is that up the road at the boarding house?
Lemur-headed man says, that would be what's the letter for the boarding house so I can find it quicker.
I.
Thank you.
The eyes have it.
I should start giving cards for any time somebody says that to Freddie. You want to go to Johnson boarding house? That's run by Alma Johnson, he says.
And do you know what hours? As in, is there a certain time before, that we wouldn't be allowed to turn up?
Oh, you've got enough time for a drink and a meal, if that's what you're asking. He smiles.
Yes.
I'll send somebody over, let her know you're on your way later. How's that? In fact,
Thank you.
we'll get your bags
Consider it.
over there. And
Thank you.
your horses and such. All right?
Thank you. Most considerate of you.
Of course.
Seems fairly quiet here at the moment. Off season, is it? Or
Shouldn't be, but all these crows turned up.
And they're just sitting there.
Well, unless you go on to the forest over that way, then they attack you, is what I heard.
okay. So they don't like people heading. What's the name of the forest there?
Yeah, what direction does he point at when he says that way?
South. And he says it's called John's Forest. He says, I don't know. I think these crows, though, they're the government's doing. The big wigs down in San Angeles, they don't want crows messing up their city, so they're leading them out here to the country. What do they care if it ruins our lives? It's not like we're important. So what do you guys do for a living?
Excuse me. Who lives at the manor at K for Logan's benefit?
Okay.
Come up to the meadow sometime.
He says, that'd be Mr. Johnson.
Any relation to Elma?
No. Shrugs. I used to own the lumber mill, but because some other town was on a river, their lumbering was a lot cheaper, and so we started to lose that business. And well, Johnson's worked on saving the town by coming up with this new idea of becoming a tourist place because it's real pretty here.
Okay. And do you have anything like hot springs or anything else?
No, we're hoping to get some though.
What, you're hoping that somebody might accidentally find them? Thing, or?
That's what I meant, he says. The ambassador just stares at him.
Out of curiosity, I noticed I noticed on the way into town you had a place that sold pelts. I was curious as to what sort of pelts they may be.
Off the local wildlife. What letter is that, Pete?
That letter is J. Fine pelts.
This is if I was slicker, I'd have all this shit divided in different things, so I'd just click on it, but apparently I'm not that goddamn slick.
That's right.
There it is. Oh, Johnson's Fine Pelts, he says. Yep. That's Marshall Johnson over there.
Oh, okay. As in, he's the town marshal, or his first name is Marshall?
Oh, no. And the Marshall, he says, that would be
Marshall Johnson.
That's Henry Johnson, he says.
Do you have a high sheriff here or nearby?
Do we have a high sheriff?
You know, someone appointed by the crown?
Oh, no. Maybe if we get some of them springs you were talking about, we'll get one.
Is this the kind of town where everyone's surname is Johnson by any chance?
Is that odd?
No, not really. Just checking.
No.
I look over Alex. Any ideas yet, Johnson?
He says, I do have a tintype of town meeting that we had.
Ooh.
And he shows it to you. Instead of the people, it should be animal heads. Sorry. There's the tintype of the town meeting.
Yes.
You're thinking that on the plus side, you probably won't forget anybody's name.
No.
Who did it? Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how long have the crows been bothering people?
About a week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Before that, no problem at all.
Any new people in that time period?
No.
Aside from us?
Well, we're having tourists come in and out.
What about when they started to show up? Was there any event that happened out of the ordinary that?
We had a town party.
Whereabouts was that?
Middle of town.
So you had a town party, and then after you had the party, the crows all started turning up.
Well, it took about a month, but
Oh, so the town party was over a month ago.
yeah. We did when the town got ready for the tourists.
Okay.
We're very proud of our town.
Oh, yes, I can see why you would be.
This might sound like a bit of a weird question, but is there anyone in town that you can think of that, for any reason, they would object to this town becoming a touristy town?
Well, not really. I mean, it was working. Everybody was worried for a long time. We were going to lose the town entirely because there are no jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But the touristy thing, it was saving the town.
No, I can understand on the main, most people would be happy with it, but
Has there been anyone looking for real estate in this area? Large sums of real estate?
No, there's plenty of it. I mean, you'd have to talk to Mayor Johnson if you wanted to buy something.
So besides the lumber mill, is there any other industries that your town has? Main industries?
Main industries? No.
Okay.
That was our problem.
So how long has the town been here for?
Oh, it's been here ever since the end of the Great Elvish War of San Angeles.
Okay. And did you, when
You guys
people...
Australians? Because we heard that they fought during that war.
Yes.
There you go. You know all about it.
Yes, we do.
Just
It was a
flashback
horrible
players.
war.
It was. We've heard that now that
Yes.
some of the elves are being peaceful, but I still say the only good elf is an elf that's been made dead and then burned so it doesn't come back.
Did you find? Were you here when this area was settled, or did you come after that?
Well, I came a little bit after. The original settler was John Johnson.
And is John Johnson still around?
No, he was killed by an elf.
Oh, really? So there were some elves in the area, were there?
Wild elves. We managed to kill most of them off after settling the town, but every now and then, be careful if you go too deep into the woods. You could come across a wild elf and they'll shoot you.
Oh, it's a bit hard with the crows, but yes.
He says.
Do you know whereabouts the elves had their main settlement, or did they seem to roam around?
They were too uncivilized for a settlement, he says. Carefully spits into the spittoon.
Mm-hmm.
Damn uncivilized, he says.
So nobody has any house elves or anything?
Pardon?
Does anybody have any house elves or anything? Domesticated the elves or some elves?
Nah. Too wild. They always stab you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But you go over to Tanner, he might have some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he says, trying to see if you're as racist as he is.
Would you like to see a photo of my children and grandchildren?
Sure.
I show him the photo.
He looks horrified. Oh, I better get to cleaning, he says.
No worries.
He mutters darkly while doing a half-assed job of cleaning. It seems that muttering darkly and cleaning are both splitting his time.
Mm-hmm.
They've eaten as quickly as they could to get rid of that. The burgers aren't bad.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. The fries, however,
Leave a bit to be desired.
yeah. So,
All right. We shall, well.
I'm back and ready now.
Yep, that's right. Once things are settled, we shall head off to our rooms. Excuse me.
And that's that letter I, was it?
I believe so. Letter I. Unless Alex or Colburn want to do anything further here besides drink.
Nah, I'm good.
Are you just going to sit there and drink?
Do they have any, like, fucking rawhide I can... Food?
Food. Yeah, they got food and drink here.
Excellent. Whenever all that's done.
You want to get nice and drunk?
No, I don't drink.
What?
No.
All right. Your meals and all that stuff come to a grand total of, with a couple of drinks and then plus Kinley, call it $6 with Kinley's.
What's $6?
All your food and drinks.
Yeah. There's no such thing as dollars in Beastkin. Hence my question of what's $6.
What do you mean?
Gold coin, gold and silver.
Ah, yeah. A gold
I'm
coin
assuming
is
it's not 6 gold.
no. A gold coin is $20. So it's 6/20ths or 3/10 of a gold
Oh,
coin.
okay.
Yeah, one gold coin is $20 dollars.
Or ass. Is this Javorian or Genovian?
The
Is
currency.
Beastkin.
Yeah, Beastkin. Well, the currency is technically Genovian. Yes.
Yes.